first seconds of a game.
Especially a young goalkeeper, 21 years of age, his second appearance of the season. The other one was also a cup appearance for him, as it's flicked on downfield by Fletcher. Played out wide now and finds Wallace. He goes backwards to Tom Lees, who looks down to pick out Fletcher again, but it's headed away from Fletcher there by Martin de Roon, and then Leadbitter picks up the pieces, cleared backwards. George Friend, the former Doncaster defender, knocks it down that left-hand channel, but underneath it is Tom Lees, and it's just bouncing around inside the Middlesbrough half. They go all the way back to their centre half here, and it'll be a chance for them to bring it forwards. That's a nice ball to pick out Leadbitter. He then flicks it to the right-hand side for Stuani, who will come in field here, the Uruguayan. Manages to find a teammate. Now it's with Adam Clayton. And Clayton into the feet of Negredo, who comes deep for it. Back to Clayton it goes, who then sprays it out to the right-hand side. Lovely ball, that is. It's found Callum Chambers on the right. He puts it into the middle. It comes off of David Jones, who then has to toe poke it away. Manages to find Adam Reach, who then clears it downfield. Only as far as Leadbitter. He'll look to swing it back into the middle, maybe. No, he plays it square instead. Comes back to Leadbitter, strikes it, and off the back of Daniel Padil to this right-hand side. Swung into the middle, has to be cleared away. Wednesday a little bit nervy at the back here, and in the end, Leadbitter bundles Forestieri over 5 yards outside his own penalty area. Middlesbrough were the 2-1 winners at Hillsborough that day. As the throw-in comes down the line, flicked on by Fletcher, and now into the path of Friend, who goes down under the challenge of Fletcher. The referee says that will be a free kick. It will be put into the box by Leadbitter. It's hung up towards the edge of the 6-yard box. The keeper's come for it, not got there, and it's just chipped over the crossbar. It was Daniel Ayala, the centre-half. If you want it to fall to anybody there, it is the centre-half from a Wednesday point of view, because he couldn't strike home. There was a real melee in the middle as Wildsmith came to get there. Very experienced man. I'm sure he'll manage to get back into the game somewhere. But it has come to an end for him at Chesterfield. As the throw-in is taken, that was a sloppy clearance away there by Padil. Gone out for a throw into Middlesbrough, Brian.
Yeah, it is. I think both teams are guilty of a little bit of sloppiness.
Here's Stuani, nice ball inside for Negredo. He'll then play it all the way across to Traore inside the area, cuts onto his right boot, thinks about going for goal, does go for goal, takes a deflection, needs to be cleared away by Bannon, and is to the edge of the box. Still kept in play though. Here it is with Middlesbrough's George Friend, into the middle again, and headed away by Wallace, and then headed even further out. But that was a really good opportunity there for Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday managing to just about clear their lines, Brian.
It was. It's the only first time that we've seen Middlesbrough actually penetrate the back four.
Stolen by Forestieri inside the Middlesbrough half. He'll burst forwards with it, goes to the edge of the area, goes down. Referee says that the ball was won there by the centre half Espinosa and cleared away. Forestieri disagrees as he sits on the floor, pulls his socks up. Play is going on this near side. Chambers has it, he gives it inside for Negredo. There's some impetus in this game now, it's sparked into life. This is Chambers with it, and the Arsenal loanee drags it back as Forestieri just saunters back from an offside position, but the ball's downfield anyway, so that's no concern for him. He is back onside now should Sheffield Wednesday manage to pinch it. Here it is with Traore. Traore running at Barry Bannon. He plays it across for Negredo, who from 25 yards out chips it back into the box looking for Traore, who's shoved off of it there by Tom Lees. Strong defending from the centre half, and Wildsmith holds on to it. In terms of the weather, we're sat right up at the back of the stand, and it whips in around the Riverside Stadium here, but it's a nice afternoon for it as the ball is played forwards from that free kick by Lees, and underneath it was Padil, but he got a touch on it and that will run out. In fact, the final touch must have come off of Stuani, because the referee there has pointed towards the corner flag to the bemusement of a couple of the Middlesbrough players.
Obviously making some real progress on the training ground as Melia plays on the far post.
There is. Here it comes then from Wallace. It's a high one. It is towards the back post. It's dropped down inside the area and then is cleared away by Ayala, only to the edge of the box. Bounces down here, and then an acrobatic clearance is blocked, and then appeals for a handball against Chambers. Not given, so Negredo has it. He tried to play it into the path there of Traore. Unfortunately for Wednesday, Palmer was there to read that one well and just hack it back downfield. And then Wildsmith will clear it downfield, and his aim is for the halfway line, but it's just come down for Friend, who has it stolen from him by Fletcher, who picks out Palmer. Ooh, he tries a back heel flick there, does Palmer, and he's giving it away to Traore. Traore's breaking down the left-hand side now. He's got options in the centre if he can put it in there. He does. He stands it up towards Negredo. The offside flag's up on this near side as it's drilled towards goal by de Roon and held on to anyway by Wildsmith. The flag had already gone up, well spotted by the linesman on this near side. Here is Bannon as a diagonal ball comes in, and he'll be unable to find his target of McManaman. Appeal for a handball there. The Wednesday fans on that far side had a better view of it than us, and they seemed to feel that it was a handball by the Middlesbrough player on the edge of the area, but Middlesbrough have played it forwards. It will come all the way through for Negredo inside the area. He tries to roll it square, and Wildsmith comes out, does well. Live to it, Wildsmith there. Takes it away from the advancing Daroon and then throws it out to Barry Bannon, and he's giving it away to Daroon, and then Daroon goes down under a little tug from behind there by Bannon, and it's a free kick about 25 yards out and a yellow card, but an explosive piece of play, almost saw Middlesbrough break the deadlock.
It is. I thought it was a fantastic interplay by Middlesbrough right through the midfield, one-touch football.
And Leadbitter will stand up with his right boot. Leadbitter, can he hit it over the wall? He does, and it's into the bottom corner. It's a really good free kick by Grant Leadbitter, and that has given Middlesbrough the lead in this FA Cup third round tie. It was excellently placed into the bottom corner. Wildsmith down to his left-hand side, couldn't get there. And it is the home team who go ahead. Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
But it has sprang the game into life, but again, it's Wednesday's undoing, really.
It was a good free kick as well, you have to say, but here is a counter-attack now from Wednesday, and there is Forestieri. He is forced to the floor, and it's a straight red card for Daniel Ayala. He has been sent off just moments after his side have gone ahead. It was a quick 1-2 between Forestieri and Fletcher. Ayala came across and just rugby tackled Forestieri to the floor. He would have been through into the area. It would have been a goal-scoring opportunity, and Ayala has been given a straight red card. Leadbitter, the man with the goal this afternoon, had a loan spell at Rotherham back in the day. As Wildsmith plays it out wide for Padil. It's not the best ball, it forces Padil all the way backwards to the edge of the penalty area. He gives it back inside for Wildsmith. He takes a touch, he's closed down by Negredo, it's in! And Wildsmith can only drill it against the Spaniard. And it's 2-0 to Middlesbrough, and they have been gifted a second goal here at the Riverside Stadium. It all came from a poor ball out by Wildsmith. And Downing will deliver the corner kick. It's a good delivery into the middle, headed away though by Glenn Louvens. Excellent defensive header from him. Now it's with Leadbitter. He'll try and slot it out to the right hand side for Negredo. He's on the corner of the penalty area. Onto his left boot, goes for goal. There's Negredo and flicked in, but the offside flag's up. Stuani was there to outstretch his right boot and turn it towards goal, and the linesman on that far side instantly flagged.
Yes, it was. He was offside.
Leadbitter, he goes all the way back and plays it to his centre half though, who tries to clear it. It slaps off of the arm of Lucas Schwau there. Play goes on though. Referee says it was ball to hand, and now to the right hand side for Tom Lees. Inside for Forestieri, who thought about sending it all the way across for Adam Reach, and in the end that's where Jones does put it. Reach takes a touch and Padil goes down the line. Reach comes infield though and finds Jones. Jones across for Forestieri, and now Bannon. Bannon floats it into the area for the run of Reach. There was a slip by the centre half. Joao's got there and kept it in play. Right hand side of the area, gives it to McManaman. He stands it into the middle. It's headed towards goal and held onto by Guzan. It was Jones who got there. He managed to get actually a good bit of power on that and sent it towards goal, but Guzan didn't really have much of a problem holding on to that one. It remains Middlesbrough 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
You know, they're not really doing anything with it.
Here is Barry Bannon. His left-footed ball downfield might find Lucas Schwau. It's a good ball by Bannon. Schwau gets there inside the area, but he's had the ball taken away from him by Chambers, who does really well there. The on-loan Arsenal man just managed to take it away from Joao, but he has it again here, does Joao, as it was headed towards him. He's heading towards the corner flag though. Fabio tight to him, plays it back to Forestieri. He goes square for Bannon, who's had really tight to him all afternoon, Daroon, but he's made his way into the area, Bannon, and he fires it wide, just drags his shot across the face of goal, and it goes wide of the uprights. And he once again, in frustration, puts his hands on his head, shakes his head as he walks away, and it remains with less than 4 minutes to play. Middlesbrough 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
And Wednesday, there's been not a lot between them.
No, certainly not a lot of chances created in this game either way, has there? There's been some nice passages of play at times as McManaman comes forwards and gets fouled on his way through there, so it will be a free kick left hand side. Wednesday needs to take this quickly. If they get a goal now, okay, there's less than 3 minutes left, but it would certainly make it a lively end. Here is Barry Bannon. He'll clip it into the middle looking for Nuhiu. It's cleared away only as far as Joao. Comes down as Forestieri gets bundled over in the area. The referee's having none of that. He feels he should have had a penalty as he tried to swing his leg at the ball there. Your thoughts, Brian?
Well, I tell you what, I'd ask a question there. I'd like to see it again.
Here's Bannon getting towards the edge of the D, into the feet of Joao. It's very crowded in that D on the edge of the area. Now it's out wide for Reach. Reach plays it to Tom Lees. Will he try a delivery? Instead just slots it into space down the right-hand side, and across comes Jones, and back to Reach it comes. He will put a ball in with his left boot. No, he won't. He sends it all the way square instead for Barry Bannon. He then does a little reverse pass to Forestieri, and back to Bannon it comes, now out wide. Could be a chance for it to come in from McManaman. Good pace into the middle, and it comes, headed away, only as far as Forestieri again. He'll curl it towards goal, will Forestieri, and it's held on to by the goalkeeper Guzan. 0, and there are 3 minutes added time as it is played across to the far side by Middlesbrough and headed down into the path of Leadbitter here. That's good play. Could be a chance for a strike from the edge of the area. Still going Struani, excellent play. Brilliant save by Wildsmith, comes to the edge of the box and drilled in. An absolute bullet from the edge of the box there by Martin de Roon. It fell kindly for him. Wildsmith had made one excellent save and he couldn't get across his goal in time to stop that strike. And that seals it for Middlesbrough. McManaman has 2 men to try and get past here on the edge of the area on the left. He plays it back to Reach instead. Reach goes towards the byline. In comes a sliding tackle from de Roon, and it stays in play. Reach keeps it in. He does swing it into the middle. Up goes Lucas Joao. Beaten to it though by Chambers, and then Bannon nods it down for McManaman. McManaman opens it onto his right boot, goes for goal. Guzan holds on to it. There was a little slip from Pabio, allowing the space to open up, but the referee says that is your lot this afternoon at the Riverside Stadium.